What's going on, guys? How's it going? It's been a while since I've done a live stream, but I've committed one live stream, one video every single day. If you haven't yet, go check out the Academy. I'm going to put all the courses, Grindreel.academy. Got a couple freebies up there, or the Get One is free. Learn Git in 15 minutes. Let me know what you think. Just hang out here. Tell some people join. So we're just doing some Q&A. You can call in with the numbers below, and then see if I can help you. Why can't I talk? See if I can't help you guys out. It's like I haven't made a video in so long I forgot how to talk. Let me know if you guys get the notification, by the way. Jake, what up? How's it going, man? See how many people we can get. I didn't get a notification yet on my phone, so I'm not sure if push notifications are going out for this stream, but we'll find out. Oh, at least Sherm is here. Sherm, what up? Steffi, sub, dude. What's going on, guys? Let's see who wants to call in. I don't know why there's no notifications going out for this. Maybe it just takes a minute. Maybe I've been kicked out of the algorithm. About to upload your daily? Dude, yeah, dude, you've been uploading more daily than me. Omar, what's up, man? Top of the evening. Aubrey, how's it going, man? How are things? How's the kids? So down there, right there, you can call those numbers depending on which country you're in, and that's the meeting ID. And if you do, I'll see you over here. My second monitor. See if we can't do this. Let me know if the music's too loud. Negative on the notification, so you got it through Discord then, I guess. Brand new viewer, never seen you before. What's up, dude? How's it going, Daniel? Daniel, you're always here. You're not brand new. Teddy, how's it going, man? So, if you're in a different country, you gotta let me know, because I have to put a separate number down there. So I just put like the top three. Daniel's been here. Daniel's OG. Daniel's been here since like, oh, dogs are about to bark. Yep, they're barking. I'm just gonna close the door real quick. Bernard, what's up, man? They're just going crazy. They see some people walking their dogs since they got home. So now they're losing their mind. Dude, what up, man? Aaron Latre, how's it going? Since 13K in April, I got a real awkward video coming out in about 13 days. Oh, now everybody's showing up. Coding Evelyn, Miami, how's it going? Christopher Levison, what's up? Juan Carlos, what's up? Craig, dude, what's up, man? Like that new avatar. Godless Monkey, what's up? Brandon Evans, The Simple Engineer. What webcam is this? This webcam is my GH5 connected to an Elgato converter capture card. Just started your code bootcamp today? Dude, nice. You talking about that Lambda? I know Lambda had a class starting today. Just started, let's see. Just watching the last live stream. Josh Lawless, what's up, man? What's Gucci? We're just hanging out. It's been a while. Just got a G7 for the videos. Nice, dude. I have a Canon lens on it. Can you call while live streaming? Yeah, so the number's down there at what you need to call. Oh, Bethel Tech, nice. So if you want to call in, have a chat, have a cup of tea, get some entertainment to the viewers, like Dave Ramsey. Love from India. What's up, man? Oh, we got two Brandons. We got Brandon Kennedy and Brandon Brown. Let me make sure I get both you guys. Jamie, how's it going, man? Oh, congratulations. It's been a while, but congratulations on that job. Got a job offer. You're so pumped, dude. Give us the deets. Welcome back, Jay Fluke. It's been a while. Juan, it has been a while. I forgot how to stream. It took me like 2 hours to set this up. I was like, wait, when does this go? New Year's resolution. First mid-level interview. Hope all goes well. Very nervous and nerve-wracking. Ma, dude, don't worry about it. You got to have that outcome independence. What up from Aurora, Colorado? Jeremy, how's it going, man? Illusion AI, how's it going? When are we 100K? According to, what is it? Social Blade, it's like 10 months, 8 months. Your videos help a lot. Hey, thanks, man. I hope they do. Remote 60K front-end React. I'm more than happy with it, dude. That's what I got. Switching from 120K job, they offered 130K, 33, and you accepted. Can't complain about that. What's my opinion on using React with TypeScript? Whatever floats your boat. I don't have an opinion on it. To be honest, I don't really do React stuff that often. I don't have like a huge scalable application where I need that kind of speed. Did I miss any questions? Just shout out to everyone. I appreciate all you guys for showing up. It's Monday. Maybe you get a little motivation out of this, if anything. Nobody calling in yet, so I'm just gonna answer some questions. Missed the streams. Good to see you back, Derek. Good to have you back. Unity Gamed. What up? Honestly, you're having a job interview for a junior position. Thanks for the motivation. You hope you get this job. Marco, doesn't matter if you get the job or not because there's another job around the corner. Armand, dude, how are things, man? It's been a while. Marco, if you fail, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I know you want a job, right? But you just learned a whole lot if they don't take you, and that's more valuable. What do you mainly develop in? Okay, so right now, like, this is my job, right? So YouTube and making videos and creating content and creating courses and all this stuff, that's my job. And then I teach code on the side. And so the things that I teach are Ruby, React, basic stuff. What else do I teach? Yeah, all that stuff. Johan, what's up? Can anyone with these job offers share their portfolio or resume? Yeah, that'd be good. Drop those. Evelyn knows. You have a data science interview on the 14th. You're going to fail? Dude, you don't know that. And even if it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you fail because what you learn in the failing is so much more valuable than yeah, I know you want a job and it's no fun when they decline you, but you don't you just gotta have an abundance mentality. George, I got your email, by the way. I noted that down to respond back to you. So it's on my list of things to do. Give me a little bit. Do I think being remote is harder to get promoted? It depends on the company. How big is the company? I don't think it's harder. Hey, from Atlanta, starting Lambda School in March. Kind of nervous. Amber. I mean, everybody's a little bit nervous when you could take that kind of life-changing decision. You tried calling in, but what? There's nothing over here. It says meeting is locked. That's my fault. I'm bad, guys. This is what happens when I don't stream for 2 weeks. All right, it's unlocked. My bad. Trying to convert to data science. I mean, you could probably leverage that experience pretty good, especially in the fintech. Have an interview next week for a junior position. Any interview tips? Give me more info. What stack are they using? How big is the company? Have you met the CTO? Have you met the team? Like, you got to ask to meet the team. You got to ask to meet the CTO. You got to ask to meet the CEO. You got to ask to meet the designers. You got to ask to see the application that you're being hired on to work. You got to ask to hey, can I inspect the page and take a look? I'm assuming you're front end. I don't know. The more engaged you are, the better. What's up, Josh? Where's Dave Ramsey at? Hold on. Somebody asked me, hey, how's it going? Better than I deserve. How can I help? That's what he says. Every single video. Any experience with machine learning plus computer vision? If not, would you like to try it? I've done it. I did it once I did a machine learning live stream once. It was really difficult. People saw the graphs and stuff. For the machine learning, and they saw the math, and they were like, oh, variables, graphs, math, I'm out. And so it was like, it went from like 79 viewers to like 10. And I was like, that's enough machine learning. One sec, guy that called in. Give me a minute, I'm gonna answer questions, we'll talk. Advice on getting a job, only knowing HTML, CSS, and jQuery. You just apply to the jobs like normal, and well, I don't know. If you apply to like a React job, probably put React on your resume even if you haven't done it, because if they give you a test, hey, now you have whatever the deadline is of the test to learn it. A lot of the Dave Ramsey callers are low IQ. Hey, don't make fun of me. How deep should you dive on Vanilla.js? I don't think you should focus on like diving deep into Vanilla.js. I think you should just try to build stuff, and then you'll learn stuff as you get stuck, and then you'll encounter a bug that's like, what is this? And then you'll realize it's some kind of gotcha within JavaScript, because we all know JavaScript just has like 1 or 2 gotchas, and by 1 or 2 I mean like 300. Best piece of financial advice that you've heard? Man, I would say Millionaire Fastlane is where it's at, like that book in general. I would always say, spend less than you make. CodePen versus GitHub, which one is better for showing employers? Doesn't matter. CodePen is like for front end stuff. GitHub, you can have all languages. Jared Johnson. You can hear me on the phone, but you're trying to talk. All right, Brendan's here. We're gonna unlock. All right, so when I unlock you, can you turn down the volume for the stream so there's not an echo? Here we go. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Dude, I am good. Thanks for calling. Your first one of the night. How can I help, my dude?
Hey, so I'm trying to get into machine learning, and I already know how to use sites like WordPress. Is there like a way you can tie those two together?
So you want to do machine learning, and you currently are at WordPress levels?
Yes.
Okay, so machine learning, what's your math background look like?
I have a degree in physics.
So probably pretty up there then. You're probably good to go. So they're not really connected. WordPress is built on PHP. I've not seen a lot of machine learning done in PHP. You could go to Coursera and you can get the machine learning course. It's free. If you pay for it, it's like $60. You get a little certificate. If you don't, it doesn't matter. You can still do the course. That's what I would recommend. That's what I did. It was pretty knowledgeable.
You know any entry-level machine learning jobs?
Entry level. I don't know any entry-level machine learning jobs. Some people in the chat said, "Hey, check out Fast AI. Fast.ai."
What is Fast.ai? Is that?
I think it might be a website for you. Machine learning is not like my forte. I just have like a little bit of knowledge in machine learning. But I don't know of any starter jobs. I imagine it's kind of new. I've never really seen junior machine learning or entry machine learning. I've only just seen flat titled machine learning. I imagine you need some sort of, at least like a little bit of programming background. Or if not, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to be using algorithms or creating algorithms. That's the thing. So
were you like a web developer? What are you? Are you make apps, or are you a software engineer?
I'm a web developer. Generally, I don't know. It's all the same thing. Software engineer, web developer. It's like a subset, I guess.
Do you know anybody that went in from like a WordPress to a web developer? Because WordPress gives you like the template already, and
so
then you could still mess with like the like there's code, like the other day I was taking out like a widget and I deleted the search by, like I deleted something in WordPress by just deleting the code. So do you know anyone that went from WordPress to a developer?
Yeah, it happens all the time. WordPress is great for freelancing. But if you work with a customer that wants something a little bit more specific or custom than what WordPress can provide, that happens all the time. I mean, I know lots of people who went from WordPress to developer and developer to WordPress just because they wanted to freelance.
Okay.
But
yeah, it's
from
the
WordPress,
I'm thinking of going. So
you can do it. It's. I mean, study PHP. Maybe check out Laravel. That'd be my recommendation.
What's Laravel?
Are you trolling? Are you just trying to have a gaffe here? Can't tell.
Huh? I'm not trolling.
Okay. So Laravel is an MVC. It's the most popular MVC for PHP. So an MVC is model view controller. I'm sure you've heard of things like Angular, Ruby on Rails. That's the PHP version.
All right.
Cool.
How do you spell it, Laravel?
Laravel, Laravel. All right. I got you, fam. Thanks for calling in, my dude.
All right, see you, bro.
See ya. That's interesting. Okay, so I unlocked it. I'll put the music back on until somebody calls in. What was that? That was quality entertainment on the Dave Ramsey show with Josh Ramsey. Tips on cover letters, resumes. You got an interview tomorrow. Any suggestions for not messing up the whole interview? Don't worry about messing up. The more worried about it are you, the less, I don't know. Just gotta have that abundance mentality. You gotta go in and engage like you already have the job. Like you're going in wondering how you can make them more money. That's the question you should ask yourself. You're going in thinking, how can I make this company more money right now? And so what kind of questions would you have to ask yourself to answer that? Well, okay, what are they making? All right, well, how long have you been making this? Who's making it? How big is the team? What's the deadline look like? What's the budget? Like, ask yourself those questions when you go in. Like, you're already beyond her bullshit, his bullshit, like HR questions. Like, where do you see yourself? You're beyond that. You're past that already, all right? You're already making them money. Pascal says this was weird. I concur. It's a weird song. Next. Yeah, you got to interview them. I mean, I don't know. Like, this is what happens when you go on the internet. I'm really surprised. I'm not gonna say it because some guy's gonna do it, but like, it could go worse. Are you playing T-Pain? It's called Datobi. I don't know. It's on my royalty-free music. Craig, what's up, dude? Any Microsoft Suite experience equals accounting job? That's not true. You got to know a lot more about like law to do accounting than just that. All right, here we go. We got round 2. What's up, man? Woman, girl, person? How's it going? How can I help? Hello? He left. They left. They weren't prepared. All right. Well, meeting is now unlocked. Whoever wants to call in. Alice should call in. I'm gonna just start calling people in the chat to call in. Nobody wants to call. I'm gonna be like the teacher. If none of you guys want to volunteer, I'm gonna start picking volunteers. That's how it's gonna be. So Alice can call in. Evelyn Miami can call in. Who else here? Who else I see all the time? You're in class. Like she says that like it matters. Just put it on speakerphone. Local number for all countries. So I don't know. There's 3 countries: UK, Canada, and US. What if you accept calls from Discord? Oh no, that's like terrible, and it's not as like accessible. So you have to have Discord on your phone or whatever, and then you have to like call me and add me, and it's like it's easy. You just pick up your phone and call. Call on the bottom left of the screen. So first you got to call whatever country you're in over there, and then use the meeting ID. All right, so we're back. We're back in action, and we'll lock the meeting. How's it going? Hello?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I have a quick question. What do you do? I mean, I post my resume in a couple of places, and I just get like a lot of spam from these recruiters. How do you filter the important ones?
I think you asked that in the chat, and I didn't mean to ghost you, but all right. So, how do you filter like the recruiters from the important ones?
Yeah.
All right. What country are you in?
I live in New York City. Well, I just moved to New York City.
Okay, so typically check out the recruiter's location. There's a lot of overseas recruiters. Those typically move the slowest because the recruiters are outsourced. Like the job is already outsourcing finding candidates, and so when they outsource to actually someone overseas, it's like double outsource, and so you can expect that to almost go nowhere every time. A lot of recruiters I've worked with overseas have basically said, all right, we'll have the manager call you. And then I called them the next day. I was like, hey, he's going to give me a call. Yeah, he will in 2 hours. 2 hours went by. Next day went by. Week went by. I've never had good experience with it. Maybe that's just my luck. But,
okay.
Yeah, I would say typically overseas recruiters move at a slower pace at like bare minimum. And then you can Google their company and see how big their company is. So like I imagine you get a lot of stuff from like cyber recruiters, cyber coders. I get a bunch of stuff from them all the time.
It's my first month, my first week. I tried, to post my resume, and I just got spam after spam after spam after spam. I'm like, holy shit! How do you filter the really important ones? But yeah, that's a good way to do it. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's my 2 cents. It's hard. I've never actually gotten a job through a recruiter. I've gone to a lot of job interviews through recruiters, but I've never been offered a job.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, dude.
Bye.
Bye. Let's see. All right. Music back on. You're a Swedish CS student wondering what currently think is the best VCS? Probably Git. I don't really know Mercurial that well. Probably Git. There's also like TFS. No one uses TFS. Oh, we got another one. All right. Oh, we have 2. Dang it. All right, I'm gonna unlock one. How's it going?
Hey, what's going on?
Dude, what's up, man? How can I help?
So I just started probably in October last year, but it seems like everybody's motivation is to get a job as fast as possible. And I'm in the Army for another 2 years. So other than cranking out projects, what can I do to keep the motivation there?
You're not always gonna have motivation. Like I wish there was like some cheat code I could just be like, you're gonna be motivated every day. Like I'm not motivated every day, but I would say, so you're gonna be in the Army for another 2 years. That doesn't mean you can't work. I mean, I know there's like a little bit of stipulation there, but like you could work part-time remotely, easy mode.
That's for sure. I've been just making projects related to my work that I can use at work. So
if they're usable and you can actually show the code, because I don't know how sensitive the data is.
Well, this is just using a commercial equipment and some data. I made a little application that organizes the data, and you can make calculations right on your phone. So like that's the stuff I'm working on to stay busy in my portfolio. But I mean, remote internships or remote part-time work might be an option.
I mean, that's the route I would go. If you wanted, like, if anything, I would just start applying just to see what people think of your projects, because that's what they're going to look at. They're going to look at your history to see what you've made, what you've built, what you've done, and so they're going to, if you show something that's usable that you use at work, you should definitely mention that, rather than just like, making a photography website for your friend who thinks that she's a photographer because she has a phone. Like if you're actually using it because it helps you out, definitely talk about that in your cover letter. And then if they deny you, you know, like, well, you can be like, well, why? That's fine. That's what I would do.
I mean, there's really no loss there. I just don't accept the job even if I get an offer.
Yeah, and like I don't even. Well, could you accept the job?
Well, I can't really resign, so I'm kind of contractually obligated for another 2 years.
Well, I mean, like you could do like a part-time contract role, just like, hey, if they give you a project.
Yeah, it would just be in like whenever I had time to get on my computer.
I'm sure you could structure it a little bit more delicate than that to the person, but yes, you could do that.
For sure.
That's what I would do.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. All right, dude. I'll see you later. Thanks for calling, my man.
No problem.
All right. Next up. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up?
Dude, how's it going? How can I help?
Hey, so I'm making a website for it's my first client. And I've got a question.
Okay.
So the client, he's got like photos of like very young children that he wants on his website, and they're nude photos. I was wondering if you thought it was okay if I should build a website for him, or
This real life. You're joking. Why are you memeing?
what's up?
Is this real life? Are you being serious?
Yeah, this is real life.
All right. Step 1. Who is that guy that has those photos? And step 2, are you sure that they're his kids? Sounds like you should probably hit up those popos.
Well, I want to make a quick buck, so I really need to do this.
Get out of here. Nice one. You got me, Brendan. All right. Is that okay? No, it's not. What other questions did I miss? Oh, the people that are like watching this unrecorded, like, I'm sorry. Let me just make a note here. If you're watching this down the road 2 weeks from now, watching a live stream as like a podcast, sorry. Devin, what's up? Dude needs a quick buck. Opinions on contract positions for getting experience. I mean, you got to take them. If you don't care, if the money isn't that bad. Brendan, got him. You really like the idea of being remote. You're not passionate about web dev, but the lifestyle type of work could allow. So Jack, I was going to make a video about this tomorrow, but essentially it's okay if you don't love code. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people sitting in this room right now that don't love code, or maybe they convince themselves, or they try to convince themselves that they love code, but if you don't and you just do it as a job because it's not, it's not working retail, it's not filling up coffee cups at Starbucks, it's, I don't particularly hate it, pays okay, yeah, I could probably do this as a job 40 hours a week. Like, I'm sure there are a lot of people in this chat that feel that way. If you don't love it, it's okay. Like, I try to convince myself, why don't you love code? Like, why don't you, you're going to be a good developer, just wait. Like, you're going to love it soon when you figure it out. And I just, like, it's a tool. It's a tool for me. Like, I use it when I need it to solve problems. For you, your problem is not being remote. Do you engage with it there? Brandon, get out of here. Is React, Redux, Express good for freelancing? No, I mean, typically WordPress is good for freelancing. There's really no reason to make a React. I don't know. What kind of people do you know? Everyone that I know is like, hey, I need a website with a login for some users. I'm like, all right, WordPress, got you. Can you ever be a good developer if you don't at least like it? I didn't say that I don't like I didn't say that I don't like code. I just said I don't love code. And that's okay. You don't have to love it. If you use it as a tool to make your money and go home, go do that. Like, if you're okay with that, go do that. For me, it's a tool in the toolbox. Like, when I need to solve a problem, or when I'm working on my website, or when I'm teaching people code, I'm like, that's a tool. That's okay. You don't have to be, like, in love with it just to write, you know. At some point, there's a lot of people that make applications, and they just kind of, like, forget why they were making the application and become obsessed with the little things. You know what I mean? Like say you're making an application to put on your portfolio, but you're making an application that is helping out your little brother because he has diabetes. So you make an application to track his food intake and his calories and his sugars and stuff like that. Like, that was the reason. You used it as a tool to help somebody. Like, I don't know. That's how I use code. Like, I wanted to make something to improve something about something or fix a problem or create something. So, like, and then there are people who just love to code. Like, they love arguing syntax and, you know, what framework and stack is best. And there's just different types of people. Hi, you love coding, but you're a filmmaker and storyteller. How do you combine your interest with what I'm good at? I mean, that's kind of a question that you gotta dig a little deep to figure out. Like, I like to make film and I like code, so I use code as a tool to talk about it, and I make films, YouTube videos, we count that, about it, and it's a tool. It's a good tool. You can raise yourself from lower income to higher income. You can be remote. You can be freelancer. You can build a business. You can have a startup. Like, there's so much stuff you can do with code. So some people just want to be employees and work for Google and just be like the best developer ever. Go do that. Perfect. Francine, hi everyone, you're new here. Welcome, Francine. Stephen Lee, hi, how's it going? Could pages like Wix affect web devs? Sanique wants to know about Wix and Squarespace. I got a good answer for this. Not for a while. Show me a Wix or a Squarespace where you can, like, drag and drop a YouTube together. You love going over code and refactoring. Christopher, more power to you. See, I'm on the other end. I'm like, does this work? Okay, great. Next thing. I don't know what my dogs are doing. What are WebSockets? It's a good question. WordPress is restricted and not dev friendly. You can do PHP. You can custom build WordPress. I don't know why a lot of devs hate it. I think a lot of devs in general just think that they're better than everyone. I don't know. Look at Stack Overflow. Let's see. WebSockets equals Think Chat or real-time notifications. I mean, I'm thinking like Sockets.io, but I suppose. Gotta get back to work. Have a good night. Peace, Josh. Armand, have a good night, my man. Johan, you're coming from modeling, but the market's saturated. You cannot get a job straight out of school, so you're debating trying coding. Seems like the market is much better. All right, so this is the deal. You need a brand with anything you do in a creative aspect. That's it. So if you're an artist and you want to compete for like a job at Blizzard doing game art, it's got to be really saturated, because who doesn't want to draw for games if you're into that, right? So you need a brand. The answer is to read Gary V's Crushing It 2018 version. You need a brand. Like, you can have the greatest product in the world. You could have the cure to cancer, but if you can't get people to know about it, it doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter how good you are. No one knows who you are. You don't have traffic on demand. Okay, so this is like, give you an example. So I have like a small email list of like 1,500 people, and a YouTube channel with like 50,000-ish subscribers now. I have traffic kind of on demand. I'm like, hey, let's go check this out, guys, and then boom, like, I have eyes. So whereas if you don't have that, then you have to pay money for marketing to go do that. What do I think of technical artists learning to code? I mean, I'm not against it. Definitely go do it. Your operations support and you want to start making money on the side. What should realistic time expectation for zero to code? Why do you need to absolutely learn like the fundamentals of JavaScript and whatever to make money? If you want to make money on the side, there's a lot of ways to make money. Make an email list, make a WordPress, start putting niche content out there, put AdSense on there. You don't need to necessarily know code to make money. I mean, there's a lot of different apps you can get on your phone right now that you can download and just make money. What do I think about App Academy? Not a huge opinion on it, really. I haven't investigated it. I know it's kind of expensive, though. Good place to find hackathons, Utah in particular. I've never really done a lot of hackathons here in Utah. I don't go to a lot of meetups or anything. I'd rather do other things. I don't want to spend my Friday night like sit around talking about React. I'd rather like go hike mountains and make videos. You know when Lambda School is switching to 9 months? Tyler, I think it's happening in... actually, no, I don't. I was going to try to remember it, but I don't. So it's better if I just don't say anything. You might get an offer from an insurance company for your first internship. Any suggestions on what to do in the first internship? You don't want to mess up. What kind of internship? Like, App Academy's $28K. It's kind of expensive. What is your opinion on front-end masters? I looked at it. It looks okay. I think they like cycle out teachers, to be honest. I looked at front-end masters and it kind of looks like they like cycle in and cycle out new teachers. Android internship. What do you do to not mess it up? I mean, just be really engaging. Just go see what the senior people or the regular people are doing all the time. Just go bother them. Just go bother the shit out of them. That's what I would do. You probably feel like you're really annoying, and maybe you are, and that's okay because it's your job, it's your future, it's your career. You do you. How much is Lambda? Lambda's $20K up front. Or maxes out at $30K if you do the income share agreement. But depends on what you make. Field research, did you apply for the May 28th? Okay, cool. What design patterns do you usually use? Does it depend on the project? I don't really think about it too much, to be honest. My niche isn't like the high-end architectural design type deal. It's more like getting people from zero to like, hey, learn this and you could probably make a lot more money or whatever. 70% for 2 years, 0 up front. Yeah, Fjord knows. Or it's 20% or 20,000 up front if you want to just not do that. Thanks for your answer. You struggle with applying what you learn on courses onto your own project. You stick to a course to avoid making your own projects. What's your advice for overcoming that fear? Jack, what happens? I think I get a lot of questions about this. What do you do? Like, I can follow courses fine. I can do the videos. I can do the tutorials just fine. And then when I go to do something myself, I just get stuck and I have nowhere to go. Like, how many of you know what I'm talking about? You're just like, all right, I did a to-do app on Udemy. I got this. And then you're like, I'm going to make a to-do app, but it's going to be with pictures or something, right? And then you just like freeze up. You just like lock up. So the way to deal with that is to pseudocode it out. Like, actually write it out in plain English or whatever language is easiest for you and just break it apart step by step. Okay, so first thing, what do I need? I need a list. Okay, so get a list, and then, all right, what do I got to do with this? I got to be able to close the list. Okay, so I need to be able to close, like, you just have to write out piece by piece what you need to get this app running, and then underneath those English words, sentences, whatever, put what you think the code logic would be in a comment. And then underneath that, try to get that to work. I have to pseudocode everything I do. Every single thing. Every time I took a test, every time I took a code test, it was like, we need you to write a loop to do blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, well, hold on, because I'm about to write a paragraph on how to do this. You just have to write I don't know if you guys ever had this, but like basically when I was in like 7th grade, we had to do the science experiment where we had to like follow directions and write directions for how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And like one of the things was like, all right, get the bread out of the bag. All right, put the peanut butter on it. And it's just like, put the jelly on it. And it's like, then you put the sandwich together. But like, really, when you break that apart, it's like, untwist the twist tie, open the bag, put your hand inside, pull the bread out, grab your butter knife, dip it into the thing. Like, there's so many more steps, and you have to do the same thing with code. So when you write it out, be meticulous like that. Can you make money from C# and Unity? I mean, yeah, you can if you have a good marketing team. If your game is good, you should make a short tutorial video on how to pseudocode. Close fingers over bread. See? Like, that's what we did. I remember she called us out because we were, like, everyone in the class was like, you just get the bread and you put the stuff and put it together. And she's like, no, you're all wrong. Never forget that. How many hours a week do I code? Hours in a chair, hours at work, doesn't matter. You went from barely paying internship to 60K after unsuccessful hunting. The moment you matched their energy level and the phone interviews, that worked. Dude, that's how it goes, Toma. You gotta match their energy level. You gotta be where they're at. So if like the lady's like real calm and stuff and you're just like Jacksepticeye guy, like, how's it going, guy? It's just like, it doesn't work. Time Lord, that's a good video. I should maybe do that. It's not too hard though. How do you find ideas for code-related videos? I don't know. I'm just like, most of the time I'm at the gym and I'm just like, what would people want to see? What would I want to see? Oh, I probably want to see this, so I'll make a video about it. Or I'm like, what do you guys want to see? And they're like, do this. How do you demo projects in a portfolio? What do you mean? You just link to a hosted app. All right, so I'm sure people want to call in. Brandon, I appreciate you for trolling. Just want you to know that. But please give someone else a shot, my dude. Thanks, man. All right, it's on lock if you guys want to call this here. Taylor Hurst, what up? A cloud guru good for Linux admin course? I'm not sure. You code approximately 2.3 light years a week personally. Andrew, it's very realistic. Gotta go. Thanks for hanging out. Managers tend to break projects to activities. It's kind of hard to read. So the meeting's open if you guys want to call in. Can you do a video on how to host a MERN app? Oh, a bunch of people just joined. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna get kicked out. I got 45 minutes on this free Zoom, so I'm sorry if it kicks us out. Oh, we got 5 people. All right, hold on. All right, everyone gets 2 minutes. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up? George here.
What's up, George? So we're giving, since there's like 6 people here, we're doing 2 minutes each.
Yeah.
Because we might get kicked out.
All right, cool.
What's up, man?
Yeah, so I've got an interview tomorrow, and I don't have a lot of experience with any of their stack, really.
Okay, what's the stack?
Yeah, so I'm just, typical JavaScript, HTML, a little bit of React there. Went to Ruby on Rails bootcamp, and their stack is Python, Angular, and they're doing like some machine learning stuff. They had me do a coding assessment. I did like some SQL within Python, but yeah, just want to know if you had any quick tips for not knowing the stack too well.
All right, so just do a quick Google for Python interview questions. If that's their stack, just do Python interview questions. And I imagine if they don't care about your stack, just do Python interview questions, common Python interview questions, and then just read all different levels.
All right.
That's what I would do.
All right, cool. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, dude. Have a good one. All right, next. How's it going?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How can I help?
All right. So I just got a couple questions. First question is just for projects when you're going to be showing potential employers your work. Do you recommend CodePen or GitHub because right now I'm working with just CodePen because I've been learning through Free Code Camp and building projects through them, and that's what they have me using is CodePen. So I'm just wondering what you think on like what I should use. Should I start up a GitHub?
Yes.
And I just started learning how to develop as well. I know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, so that's the stack that I'm working with right now.
So you absolutely need to have GitHub purely for version control knowledge. But on top of that, you need to, like on CodePen, you can only do JavaScript libraries, CSS, their libraries, and HTML and its modifications. But on GitHub, you can host all kinds of languages. So you need to do, you definitely need to do a GitHub for version control because that's what you're going to be doing at work. And they're going to be like, they're going to give you a test, and it's going to be, hey, please make this project and push it to a GitHub where you can see it. And then what are you going to do? Like, now you're like, oh, wait, I knew everything up to this point. I mean, it's not too hard to learn, but you absolutely have to have a GitHub.
Does Free Code Camp have something on GitHub? Or should I just like
go do my course. Go do my course. It's free. It's just GitHub in 15 minutes with GitFlow. So you can put GitFlow on your resume.
Sweet.
GitFlow is like a little low-key. Everyone's like, oh, you use GitFlow, and really it's just like software dev cycle. So I don't know. It's in the description. You can go do it in 15 minutes. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it helps.
All right. Sounds good.
Cool.
I just had one, I don't know how much time I have, but I just had one more question. I have an interview next week for a company. Their stack is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Do you have any tips? This is literally like my first interview, first everything.
All right, you got pen and paper?
I have 3 projects. Yeah, yep.
All right, be prepared to reverse some strings. Be prepared to check for some palindromes. Be prepared to do a bubble sort. Be prepared to do an array flattener without using the flatten method in JavaScript. All right, and then next up, I would say ask to meet the CTO, ask to meet your coworkers, ask to see what app you're going to work on, and then like actually see if you can look at some real code while you're there.
Okay.
That's it. That'd be my 2 cents.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks
Have a
a
good
lot.
night. Sure.
You too. Bye.
See ya. All right, next. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Hey, it's Carlos. Anyways, hey, so basically I've been using a lot of machines that are like proprietary machines, and I've been messing with their firmware. They're 3D printers, basically. How do I tell like my next employer, hey, like it's proprietary equipment, you know, I've been working with this, and this on that machine, and for them to be okay with the fact that I can't say a lot about it?
That's what you say. That's like actually what you say. You're just like, hey, the hardware that I was programming on at my last job was proprietary. I can't really tell you too much or I'm going to get sued. I'm sure you can understand that. But what I can do is maybe talk to you a little bit out of context about some specific things I did and the benefit. Right?
Okay,
just always make sure it's out of context.
Like, okay. And then I can just give an example. Oh, like a machine can do this, this, and this. If the way I implemented it, and that's what I did for it.
Yeah, you ever watch like a murder mystery show and they just like change all the names for privacy? Same thing when you're talking about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just
okay.
Change
Cool.
everything.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
See ya. What's up? How can I help?
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
So this past month, I sent out about 50 applications, but only received 2 phone interviews.
Dude,
and so I'm about ready to start changing up my process. And so I just graduated last year during the summer, and I've been coding for about 1.5 years. And I think my projects, they're decent, and I've been like watching a lot of your videos and following a lot of your advice from your resume videos.
Sure.
So I'm not really sure like how to change it up. I mean, I could try. I mean, I have sent in very personalized cover letters, but I feel like it's a waste of time sometimes.
Sometimes it is. But 2 calls for 50 applications is actually like pretty average. Probably doesn't feel like it because you're putting a lot of effort in and not getting a lot back. But that's how this game works. And everyone in the chat is agreeing. They're like, wow, that's actually not bad. And I would agree too. That's not that bad. But for your first job, when you just need a job, when you want a job, you're like, this is taking forever. This is a terrible ratio. I've put in about 290 applications and I got 3 calls. So
Jeez.
You're not doing...
Yeah, that's a lot.
Like, and I don't think I'm that bad of a programmer. Like, but apparently they did. So it's not... You don't need 10% yes. I say this all the time. You don't need 10% yes. You don't need like 20% commission sales yes. Like all you need is 1, dude. So like,
True.
So you have a 50-50 chance of getting one at this point. So you should think about it like that instead of the ratio of applications sent to phones, because now you have 50-50 chance. Actually, even higher than that, really, right? So you have 2 phone interviews, and that's 50-50 each for one of those. So you're doing good.
Cool, not bad. Also, it's just the hard part is trying to convey on your resume that you do know how to program. That's really hard. Like I've rewritten my resume so many times, and tried to tailor it, but that's the trickiest part. It's just figuring out how to tell or just get that information out there. Like I think the applications I have, they're decent. I mean, I could show you the 2 main apps that I really like. I don't know if you're down with that.
There's a couple more people in the call. We should. You can email me. I'll look at them.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right.
All right, dude. I hope I helped. At least motivated. Keep your head up, dude. Keep your head up. Head up when times are tough. Head down when times are good. Okay?
True. Yeah, they definitely have. All right. Thanks, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
All right, you too. See you.
See ya. All right. What's up?
Hey, this is Kiefer, and I watch your show all the time, and I just had a question about what is the most introductory position to transfer into either cloud DevOps? Would it be better to do like a CentOS or a Red Hat Linux administrator, or a Windows 10 position?
So you just want to do entry level, as entry as it gets DevOps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which would be a better position to start out to move into those positions?
I'd probably Google some stuff with AWS, because AWS is not that hard to learn.
Okay. Right now I'm actually working with a recruiter that is working with Cisco, and they were shooting me in that direction of Linux. So would that be a good thing to shoot for? Or should I just ask them what would be best to...
So almost every single DevOps job is going to be Linux-based in some way. So you're definitely going to have... There's no way around like getting away from Linux. So you should just have that skill as like and you could transfer that to dev too, but almost every modern DevOps position is going to be Linux based. And I would look for something with AWS. Whenever I look around for DevOps jobs, it's always like must have experience with AWS. Like, I don't know, maybe the type of DevOps jobs I've looked at don't match, but I see a lot of stuff that's like you're in charge of continuous delivery, continuous integration, you're in charge of like security of our servers, like that sort of stuff for DevOps. Some of the stuff that you were talking about before, I have no idea. Like it's just, you just whooshed because I'm not a wizard.
All right. Would there be any websites to best learn from on those kinds of skill sets?
For DevOps, DevOps is a little bit of everything. A little bit of code, a little bit of like system admin, a little bit of IT. I would probably do Pluralsight. That's what I would do. Pluralsight's really good for like business to business type stuff. And when I say that, it's like if you're going to be DevOps, chances are you're going to work for a company that's a little bit larger in size, because that's why they need that position, someone to manage all this. So I'd probably look at Pluralsight. Pluralsight's aimed at like corporate stuff like that. I have no idea. Just talking, as a bro science guess. But that's what I would look at.
All right. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate it.
Some dude in chat says you can learn AWS on Cloud Guru. Whatever that means.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, man. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome. Bye.
Have a good night. All right. So I got a couple more minutes here. I'll answer a couple questions, and then I got to head out. Got some teaching to do. Got a Ruby student. Teach some basic Ruby here. I see you when I raise you, Fluke.js. Linux should be a base requirement. It depends. I dev on Windows. I do all right. You have Pluralsight. Cloud Guru would be the best for AWS. Learn AWS for free via Amazon. That's true. I don't know why I didn't say that. That's kind of dumb. Any other questions? Also, Kiefer, you said you loved the show. I didn't know I had a show. It's just a meme. I was just memeing. You have a Facebook interview in a couple weeks as software engineer. Any quick tips? Quick tips? Hit up Pramp. They're not paying me to say this or anything, right? Actually, they sent me an email and they're like, "Sorry, Josh, our company's moving in a different direction. We're not working with you anymore." I was like, "Cool," but I'd still check out Pramp because they have like a lot of low-level type interview questions. Is SDET a good position to go for? I don't know what that is. I had a little think through there. I don't know. Kiefer, I appreciate you, man. Best cheap web hosting service? Adam, I don't know what you need for web hosting, but if you just want to host a portfolio, you got GitHub. I use DigitalOcean for my stuff. GitHub is free. You got like, I don't know, there's tons of, you got like, what is it? Bluehost, Hostinger. Don't use GoDaddy, they're crap. I don't know. Do you have a Steam account? It's a blogging social media on the blockchain. Yeah, I do have a Steam account, and I posted there once, but because you don't write specifically for Steam, they get mad. If you just like copy paste content to Steam, they get mad. HostGator. Would you learn code on the side at a real slow pace while working at a busy but dead-end job? Or quit and go full-time if you had the funds to go full-time? Long and hard to get into the industry. Which kind of industry are we talking about? Prodigious. But for real, I would quit the dead-end job because most likely the dead-end job is just going to demotivate you. It'll do one of two things. It'll demotivate you to the point where you just don't want to do anything because all you can think about is how much you hate your job, or it will motivate you because how much you hate your job. You either beat people down or build people up, and it's one of two things. I don't know your personality. For me, my personality, what I would do, I would keep the job. The easier way out is to quit. I would keep the job because it made me hate, like, I don't know. When I had my last job, I hated being in a cubicle so much. There was a couple days I just wanted to get up and walk out, and then I realized, Josh, you have bills. And I was like, all right, damn it, sit back down. CS student, you know JavaScript, little Python, Java. You're sick of school projects. They're not enough to satisfy. Any ideas for project? Griffin K. Yeah, just Google JavaScript projects. You'll find a whole list. Netlify. How did I forget Netlify? Craig, thanks. What's my GitHub? Just my name. You're not going to find a lot on there. All the stuff I had from work that was like real good stuff was proprietary. NDA. They made me make personal accounts. Is it true that people with CS degrees make more than self-taught programmers in the same company, same stats, except for the degree? I think it doesn't matter with the degree. I think it comes down to like your persuasion and your ability to sell yourself in an interview. Degree or not, if you can back up what you say with your value, that's what it comes down to. I think maybe a CS degree makes it a little easier for you to negotiate without doing anything. But, you know. Do you believe a strong enough portfolio can compensate for things like CV gaps, lack of experience? Yes. CV gap doesn't matter. Teach me code, someone. You gotta do it yourself. Someone can show you code, but they can't teach you code. Only you can teach you code. Let me know if you need royalty-free trap beats, bro. You're a producer. Illusion, please send trap beats my way. That's my thing. I will edit your trap beats into all of my videos. Send them over. Phone screening for software developer. Any ideas on this position? Look up what their stack is. So look up their main language and then type in testing frameworks, libraries. Gotta sell those lessons, Josh. I'm not selling any lessons. Teach me code. I very rarely accept mentorship positions these days. Like, I offer mentorship to teach people code, but I don't like selling my time. So if you really want me to teach you code and you blow up my email and my Facebook and my Instagram, then we'll talk. But most people are like, hey man, can you teach me code? And I'm like, nah, you're not invested. What if that in job's $50K a year but dangerous? Definitely do it. Is there a place where you can find a mentor learning Dart Flutter? I'm not sure about that one. I don't know those. What's my opinion? I can't see it. It doesn't load. Alright, I gotta go teach code. I gotta go teach Ruby. I'm doing Ruby now. I gotta jump back into programming mindset, and then I'm making a video on projects to put in your portfolio that were built in a week by Lambda students. Not even a paid Lambda video. It's not even a sponsored Lambda video. I was doing a portfolio project idea, and then there was a bunch of groups of people at Lambda that made projects in 1 week, and I want to show you what one person can do in 1 week for like 5 different teams. So hope you guys enjoy that video. It's not paid, they didn't pay me, so it's just really cool idea because their apps are cool. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out in the live stream, and I'll see you tonight for the actual video. Hope I helped you guys. Also, before you leave, please check out the website that I have, like grindreel.com. I'm supposed to plug my stuff, right? Grindreel.com, grindreel.academy. Go look at my courses. Tell me what you want. I'm adding more courses all the time. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.